Okay, today we'll be filming a interview with wrestling legend The Annihilation.
How you doing?
Let's start off with a few questions for Annihilation. First, let's discuss your wins to losses ratio. Could you describe to us your wins and your losses ratio?
Well, uh, truth is, I never lost. So, my ratio is there is no ratio. It's just every single match I ever fought was probably about 10 to 20,000, and I won every single one of
So you're undefeated.
them. Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah.
do you have a secret to being undefeated? Do you have a what's your secret to being undefeated?
Well, my motto is, you never leave them. You never let them leave the ring without, serious injury. That's my motto. So, there isn't really a secret, but that's what I always just did since I was a teen.
So, you must go through rigorous training to hold this position as undefeated. Could you describe to us what your daily workout routine is?
Well, I don't mean to boast or anything, but I don't necessarily need the training. Let's just put it that way. But my daily routine, when I do feel like it, is well, wake up on my bed of nails every morning, get up, I walk over to my sink where every night I leave either a monster or, and yeah, I am putting a sponsor in here, and I have a cup of my enemy's blood from the man that I tortured and beat in the ring the night before, laying on my counter, and I just take a sip of it, and it just fuels me up, and from that point on, I could basically do any kind of training that I want, anything that I want all day. So, from there, after the sip of blood, I move on to the whip. Basically, it's like a boomerang. You whip this cardboard box and it just flies right back and whips itself in the back. So basically, this is like getting me used to the pain that I'm gonna be experiencing in later, fights. Uh, from there, I move on to my 300,000 push-ups, and I have to complete it within a 5-minute time ratio. Uh, Usually, that's why I'm so jacked. But anyway, uh, after that, I need a minute to relax, so I hop in the shower, which is basically just a pool of my enemy's blood, and I sit down, I let that warm blood drip down my body, and I turn on my TV. It's in my shower, and I watch the pounding that I gave my enemy the night before on the TV.
So, what is your? How do you have such a high threshold for pain?
Well, as soon as I get out of the shower every morning, I cut off my arms, and then I surgically reattach them. And there's no anesthetics used. It's just pure adrenaline, pure pain, and most people would be, passing out. They try to use a jackknife on their arm, but I guess I was just born that way. I can't really say, I trained for it, but
So, do you have any special diets or breakfast? You eat breakfast, right?
Yeah,
So do you have 3 meals a day?
we usually, one packs the punch. So that's all I really need to
So
do.
you just eat breakfast.
Yeah.
And can you describe to us what you usually eat for breakfast?
Yeah, well, a wrestler of my integrity has to have a certain breakfast. It can't just be, Cheerios. It's gotta have, like, a punch to it. Just like me. Got a punch to it. Anyway, so my breakfast is usually, I order this online every month too. It's a ring of air nails, and I order them UPS mail, and I get them delivered to my door, and I just bring them inside, and so basically I had that just waiting every morning in a blender, and then I pour hot glue all over those, and then I pour some of my enemy's blood, which is that is a must. Um, I pour some meat in there, which could be part of my enemy's limb that I tore off the night before.
I also heard that you sometimes put glass in there too, broken glass.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is
You know,
that's only for special occasions, like when you're going out to fight?
yeah, like the time I fought John Cena, kicked his ass, but the time I fought John Cena, I had like 10 balls in there. But yeah, that's what I usually do. So I just blend that up. I drink it. That's my breakfast. That's my meal. That's my 3 meals. That's my food.
And would you say that it's substantial?
Oh yeah, you obviously see by what you see on TV, it gets the job done.
Hmm. So what is your usual nightly routine? After a fight or something, when you go back to your house.
Oh well, if I'm really sweaty from like a big match, I'll hop in the blood shower again. But if I don't feel like, I just hop back on my bed of nails and I sleep.
All right, so that wraps up the short interview with the Annihilation. Nice to meet you, Annihilation.